up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's good, people? What is up? What is
They
up?
went from the fourth level of hell and sent us down to the seventh level of hell. Why? Because then you got Kwanzaa pulling out her titties. The whore pulled out her titties. And these whore bags over here started feeling and fondling on her tits. Mike,
I don't have it to do with you. Girl, you can go over there, rant and rave. Girl, you can shake all your rainbow bright hair all you want, dear one. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I'm not doing this with you, dear one. I don't have nothing to do with you, and I'm done. Baby, you can scream my name from the rooftops from now till Jesus come back. I'm done after this.
introduced to Tick's meat. Do you see what I see? Did y'all really hello, casting, wardrobe, y'all let him roll up out of wardrobe with these fans on, giving us all of this, thinking we were not going to see it? We have been waiting with bated breath and anticipating all season long for the slightest glimpse, and y'all just put it out there this episode in all of its magnificent glory.
Listen, that young man said, baby, you ate on this first date, you giving up the cooch on the first date, okay? Or you gonna run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins? Run me my cooch or run me my coins? That's our new theme song. That is the new song. Listen, somebody need to put a beat to that. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. Run me my cooch or run me my coins. That's what y'all got going on.
Called out Sandcastle. Sand, bitch. Ow. Oh my God, it was so funny, girl. Ooh, baby, listen, let me tell you something. This shit started to turn into the precursor for some gay porn. That's what I thought it was. Because Big T is getting all, the voice starting to go deeper and get a little more wet and moist and sentimental and all this shit. And it was real gay at this point. Like, I thought the bitches was going to start. I thought Lil Bird was going to turn Big T around and do him like he did Uncle Cliff and do the grease it up with City Lou and ran right in there. It's not a coincidence that Big T started off the conversation by trying to find out if Lil Bird was fucking Mercedes, which he found out he's not. It's also not a coincidence that he started talking about prison. Why? Because the bitches was probably fucking in prison. Uncle Clifford, you better go get your man. Big T got plans for that. What he had on looked like something Big Bird vomited up or something like that. Like, I did not like it. That Big Bird couture he was going for, it did not work. Like the pastor of a gay mega church on Easter Sunday. Okay, it was way too much sequins. He had on way too much makeup. Baby, his face looked like Iyanla Vanzant's neckline. Okay, just way too much makeup clumped in everywhere on his face. Get it together, sweetheart. Like, you're a big girl, so that gives you a whole lot of canvas. So that was a whole lot of makeup, honey. And Rico looked like he was auditioning to be one of the three kings, or he was auditioning to be the main character on Jesus Christ Superstar. Girl, Wayne, did you have on a blue thong or a blue G-string or something? If you did, I want to see. Can I see? Hit me up in my DMs. I do want to see if you have a blue thong or a blue, jock strap or something like that. I'd love to see it. Anyway, but I liked it with the turtleneck. Now, Troy. Oh, well, hello. How the hell are you? What up? All of that good stuff. We are here. We are back. Yeah. Now, we ain't gonna be on here long because, it's Friday and we kind of save a lot of stuff for Silly Saturday. And then I'm saying that, and we'll be on here 2 hours from now. 2 hours from now, we'll still be on here. Who knows? But that's not my plan. That is not my plan. Nevertheless, we are here. Let me get the Red Bull going. What's going on, y'all? How are y'all today? Mm. Ooh, child. All right. I done posted to the socials. Everybody good? Did y'all miss me? I was live on my birthday, so I was on that. I was live on my birthday, so y'all didn't get that much chance to miss me. Anyway, shout out to everybody who, thought it not robbery enough to bless me and do things for me and send me stuff for my birthday. Speaking of which, I do believe that some of you all chose to some of you all sent stuff in the or got some stuff off of the wish list, and when I got back, it was waiting. So let's do a quick unboxing. I hope this is stuff that y'all got off the wish list and not some mess that I ordered. Y'all could make this mess a little easier to open. Okay, what is this? All right. Oh, yeah, this is off of the wish list. Ooh, they are cufflinks with my fraternity shield on it. I don't know who got it. Does it say in there? Hold on. I don't think it says. Oh, this is from C Golden. Okay. Shout out to C Golden. I'm gonna say hey to y'all in a minute. But C Golden got these cufflinks with my fraternity crest shield on there. So shout out to C Golden. Oh, that's nice. Okay. See what this is. This is from Tarshell Bryant. She got me my universal adapter. Shout out to Tarshell Bryant. She got me that. Good old Tarshell. I'm giving people whole government names. I probably shouldn't do that. I'm sorry, Tarshell. Anyway, thank you to C Golden. Thank you, Tarshell. Let me see what this is. I think this is the one that MBN says she got. Yes, this is from MBN. This is a gift from MBN. Yep, we love MBN. MBN is one of my old time subscribers, so shout out to her. It is my socks. I always have a lot of, I have a lot of hats. I have a lot of socks, decorative socks. So, see which ones we got in this pack. We got these and these. Ooh, I got an outfit that can go with that. A shirt tie combination. And these, I like these. Oh, these are all right up my alley too. Nice. Assorted colors of socks. See what else. Yeah, we like these. Yeah, I got some plans for these socks. Oh, there are a lot of socks too. Shout out to MBN. Listen, MBN is one of my oldest subscribers. She's literally been with me, so long. Like MBN, I remember when MBN, if you go back, MBN used to live in Africa. Before she moved back to the States, she was these might be my favorite right here. It's either these or these. These two are like my favorites so far. Anyway, shout out to C Golden. Shout out to MVN. Shout out to Tarshell. The three of them. I don't know if anybody got anything else, but those are the ones that came so far from the birthday wish list. Thank y'all so much. Hold on just for a second. Hold on one moment. Okay. So shout out to like I say, shout out to all of those people who went on the wish list and gave something. Hey Quake, what's going on? Miss Kiki, how are you? Oh shit, I've been having issues wasting shit all day. I need to get my life in order. I've been wasting shit all day. Volvo, hey Cookie. Child, I've been wasting shit all fucking day. A mess, I tell you, a goddamn mess. There's C Golden. Thank you, C Golden. I like those cufflinks. Hey, Universal Goddess, how you doing, boo? Diamond Pearl Jim, how are you? Morgan is here. Child, Crazy Homebody Girl is here. Sharice, love to see you. G Smith is here. Lady D is in the building. Tracy W. Ronald fell up from under trade long enough to come on around here. I'm glad you here, Ronald. Cha. Ronald been over there in the members only chat cutting up. Down to the members only chat cutting up. Uh-huh. I did have a great time, DPG. I did. Hey, Danny, what's good? Well, thank you for the birthday wishes, Danny. Hey, Uncle Jay. Jason, what's good, bruh? Child. You over there making for child. I got back today and this child had so much stuff to do. Hey, Terica. Thank you for the birthday wishes, sweetheart. Okay, Tracy W said I still got something coming from her. Oh, okay. Okay. Child. Hey, Marla Morris. Child. Aren't those socks nice? Child, I love me a good sock. Child. Child. Harold. What's going on, Harold? Hey. I'm gonna let you know, Tanya. Child, let me tell you something, Tanya. The way my body feel when I came back here today, I've been laid out on the beach. I've been not having a care in the world. I've been relaxing, had a spa treatment at all, just had a bunch of good time. But really, I ain't have a lot going on. I could just lay down and relax. And I got back here and it's just been nonstop shit to do and going. And my body is like, bitch, what the fuck are you doing? Lay your ass back the fuck down. Girl. And then Founders Day is on Sunday, and these people want me to be all in these places, in these streets. My body is like, bitch, I don't want to be in the streets. I want to be in my bed at home. It's gonna be cold outside. I ain't got this type of. I was just at a place. It was 88 degrees, and y'all got me in the 40s. Just don't have this type of energy. I'm gonna let you know, Tanya. Ciao. Girl. Hey, Jay Parrish. Child, Tanya want me in these streets, honey. Yes, he go. The J5 is coming on Sunday, honey. Old heads get mad when you call it J5. The young bros call it J5. I'm somewhere in between the old heads and the young bucks. It don't matter to me. Call it J5. Call it, Founders Day. Whatever you want to call it. January 5th is Founders Day. I'm gonna let you know. But Tanya, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna think about it. But child, my body just want to lay down, honey. That is all, baby. My body been in vacation mode. It has not come out of vacation mode, and it's just like, bitch, lay down. Lay your ass the fuck down. I'm just saying. Your husband don't care. He's old. Okay. Some of the in the Kappa groups, C Golden. Some of the old heads be going off. When I tell you they be going off about calling it J5. One of them put up this meme talking about the only J5 we acknowledge is the Jackson 5. I'm like, bro, it's really not that serious. Like, they be really, them old heads be making a mountain out of a molehill. They be like, and I be looking at them like, bro, last year made 25 years I've been in the fraternity. I promise you I don't give a damn. I promise you I don't. I promise you, I do not give a damn if they want to call it J5, whatever the fuck they want to call it. They can call it that. I don't give two damns. I really don't. But anyway, y'all, it's a lot of politics going on. Some of it we gonna save for tomorrow. But we had, hey Tarshell, I showed you weren't here yet, but I showed what you got me on the birthday wish list. Thank you so much, sweetheart. And C Golden was nice enough to get me some fraternity cufflinks. I like these. And then I got a whole bunch of socks, which I really love, from MBN. Now, y'all know I've already told myself whatever y'all don't get from the birthday list, from the birthday wish list, I'm gonna buy myself. And you know, my first thing that I'm gonna buy off the birthday wish list, all of the hats. Y'all know me. Y'all know me in hats. Now, come on now. Stupid computer. My computer. This. Oh God. Stupid computer. Anyway, listen. Uncle Jay, we don't acknowledge you people. I mean, I guess y'all got a little day over there or whatever. Uncle Jay, I guess y'all over there somewhere. Okay, y'all gotta find. I mean, like they always say, even ants have a queen. You don't have to be big or really important to have a queen or to find yourself significant. Ravine say, if it ain't January 13th, what are you talking about? That's what Ravine said. Quintessential says nothing starts until January 16th. If you need her, I ain't got nothing to do with it. Do the AKAs have anything to say about it? No J15s in the chat? Because we about to have a whole lot of Founders Day. Oh, the birthday wish list. Let me put it in the chat. Hold on one sec. Hold on for a moment. Hold on for a moment. Let me put the birthday wish list in the chat. Y'all are silly. Y'all know it is Founders Day seasons. So let the people let the people have their Founders Day. I mean, the noops, we as leaders, as real leaders do, we started off. Everything afterwards is, is after, but we lead from the front. Okay? Child. Hey, Monk Chip Boo. What is going on, my love? How are you, sweetheart? But listen, no, y'all, once again, before we get started, I do want to say thank y'all so much. Y'all really showed me love on my birthday Wednesday, and I am eternally grateful. Yeah. That's the birthday wish list right there. Danny. Listen, if you go on Tarshell, if you go on Amazon and search for designer socks or men's socks, and you'll find it's easy to find. I'm not doing this with you, Uncle Jay. I am not doing this with you. You working right now, but listening, they be working you hard, Monk Chip. I told you not to let these people work you too hard. Y'all ready to get this party started? Larry voice should be good and rested. Now, Larry, you ain't had to sing for a good minute, sir. So your voice should be good and rested. Me. You know what I'm saying? Me. Yeah. That voice should be good. Good. Yeah. Like you singing for Jodeci or something. I mean, that thing should be nice. Cha. You say your girlfriend from college, your first girlfriend from college was a pretty poodle. She was Sigma Gamma Rho. Okay. Hey, Yana. Yes, I am back stateside, Yana, and it's damn cold. I was just in 90-degree temperature. Now we back. Hey, lovely 31 Blueprint. Monk Chip, let me know. Text me if you need it. Monk Chip, you got my number, so text me if anything you have a issue with. All right. Let's go ahead and get this party started. Ladies and gentlemen, non-binary, gender-conforming members of our audience, I bring to you the great Larry Myers to help us usher in our Sugar Spike segment.
Oh, God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major Sugar Spike.
So loved the world, I want to fight. That he gave his only begotten son.
Major Sugar Spike.
And who shall ever believe?
Major Sugar Spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus. You know, Monk Chip, it's not, sorority life is not for everybody. They have a whole fraternity filled with people who couldn't pledge fraternities. And they over there calling themselves a fraternity. Some iota, theta, something, phi, iota, theta, phi iota. Some over there, it looked like UPS people. And they made a whole fraternity for themselves with people who was like, oh, I can't pledge fraternities. It's not for me. It's too much going on. And so they made their own. It's called iota, theta, phi, or theta, phi, something over there. It looked like they look like they work for UPS. They probably do. I don't know. They over there somewhere. The sororities don't have one of those, but the fraternities, they do have one for people who can't pledge. Mm-hmm. Child, I'm just saying. Hey, Dad, so what's going on, boo? I don't know what these people want from me. I'm just calling it as I sees it. Girl. Anyway, let's get to the stories of the day. We done came already back, firing on all cylinders, just taking shots at everybody, honey. Shot. Y'all ain't right. Oh, y'all ain't right. Child. Look at Tanya talking about I'm hollering. Y'all is stupid. I can't play with y'all. I can't play with y'all. They over there somewhere delivering packages and shit. You know what? I'm not gonna even do that to UPS because UPS quietly be having some cute workers over there that all brown, especially when the brown matches perfectly with the skin and they have on the tight uniform and they look damn near naked and you be like, you got a package for me? Yes, come deliver the package. Come on now. Anyway, child model Morris, I'm not doing this with y'all. Y'all are silly. Y'all are starting off 2025. Right, when they have on the shorts, and the shorts, you can't tell the difference between the shorts and they skin, and then they have on the little boots with it too, and the little short sleeve, little shirt be all tight, and muscles be bulging and shit. They be over, oh, and they got that perfect, skin tone that mixes beautifully with the skin. Mm-hmm. Don't nobody know where they came from, y'all, and nobody knows. I told you, just a collection of motherfuckers who couldn't pledge or thought it wasn't for them. You know what package we talk about, Ronald? The one that be coming to your house all the time. Don't do me, Ronald. Well, I'll be forced to do you harder. Don't do me. I'm just saying. Daddy say she won't complain. Uncle Jay, you over here being shady. They gonna get y'all. They is gonna get y'all for being shady. Anyway, Oh man. I don't know what they on Marlon Moore, but people go over there. I hear people willingly go and pledge that they not. I don't feel like nobody willingly goes over there and says, "Oh, I want to be a theta iota phi or phi iota whatever the hell they call." Hey, V Carter, nobody willingly goes over there and says, "I want to pledge that." You just fall on that shit like you done got rejected by everybody. You feeling left out. Nobody likes you. Nobody wants you. Nobody is going to accept you. So you just that's not even a plan B or a fallback plan. That's one of those, well, damn, I mean, I guess I got to do something. So they go over there and they be real serious too. Check. Anyway, not a hostage situation. Hey, Samira, how you doing, boo? V Carter, how you doing, sweetheart? Marla Morris, I don't know what they got going on over there, but we don't want no parts of it. Okay, you hear me? Do you hear me? Friends and parents don't let their children go pledge that fraternity. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just. You're enjoying the Republic. We about to talk about it. Okay. But you know what? The fights was not that good for me today. It was so anticlimactic. I was like, oh girl, y'all just not gonna put up no resistance. Y'all just gonna let him stick it in. Baby, y'all ain't got no walls over there in the Republican Party. No walls. For a motherfucking a political party that made its name on walls, building walls, the tallest wall ever. We're gonna build a wall in Mexico. It's gonna pay for it. You hoes ain't got no fucking walls. Because y'all are over there bending over, taking it without lube, just taking it without no problem. Shit's just sliding in, no problem. Bohica. Hashtag Bohica. Bend over. Here it comes again. They just they're like, oh, we got this, we got to take it. Oh, okay. And they bend over. Baby, that asshole is over there whistling Dixie. You know they racist over there. So every time they bend over, they ass is whistling, I wish I was in Dixie away, away. That's what the asshole whistles when they bend over. So if you don't know what we talking about, look at this whore. Look at Uncle Jay. You're such a whore. And I love it. Not Kevin McCarthy push out was better. But still, it was funny to see today. So, listen. I saw that, Terica. We're going to talk about that tomorrow on Silly Saturday. So, today is January 3rd. Now, for those people who are not hip to their civics lessons that they got back in 7th grade, hey, green girl. So we learned in civics back in the day that when every 2 years a new Congress has to be seated and has to be installed. That happens on January 3rd. Now, if it's the year of a that after the presidential election, what happens is Congress gets installed on January 3rd. They then certify the election on January 6th of each year. So today, January 3rd, Congress, all of the representative elects will meet in the lower chamber. All of the senator elects will meet in the upper chamber. And they will vote on the leadership of those respective bodies. They will vote on the leadership, officially vote on the speaker. Then they will officially vote on the leadership of the two parties, the Republican Party, Democratic parties, whichever was, no matter if they're majority, minority, whoever, they will vote to have a their leadership, the leaders, the whips, and all of that, all of the leadership there. Hey, Quick, I thought you was already here. No walls, all calls, any balls. No slogan for dating profile child. Anyway, so um what happens today is, if you recall 2 years ago when Republicans retook control of the House back in 2022, after the 2022 election, when we had January 3rd, 2023, we were over here for like a couple days trying to get a speaker. Now the thing that they had to work with, the difference between then and now is, in 2025, after the 2022 election, that wasn't a presidential election year. So they didn't have to certify the presidential election. They just had to seat a Congress, and as long as they didn't seat a Congress, then that means that or install Congress, then that means that nothing could happen. But there wasn't the sense of urgency that you have this year, because there is a presidential election that must be certified on Monday. Oh, you went to go cook? Okay. Child, it was a couple days. Listen, we was here a couple days back in 2023. Hey, Shay, what's going on? And so this year, the difference is there's a couple things going on. We have a presidential election that does need to be certified. So there is a sense of urgency. Now, a couple days ago, Donald John full-throated said, we need Mike Johnson as speaker. Full-throated endorsement. That does not let's really unpack this, okay? Donald John giving full-throated support behind Mike Johnson had nothing to do with him being in support of Mike Johnson. That had everything to do with, he knows we need to have a Speaker of the House in order for his election to be certified. You have to have the Speaker of the House in addition to the President of the Senate, which is the sitting Vice President. And that's Kamala Harris. So without both of them certifying the elections, we can't have an election certified. So if this would have went on for days, like Kevin McCarthy's election, you go past January 6th, and now we don't have the certifying of an election. Now that could possibly push back inaugurations and all that kind of stuff. Donald John don't want no parts of that. So what Donald John says is, let me give my full-throated support to Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy is a lap boy. Mike McCarthy has already bent the knee. If I tell Mike McCarthy to jump, that bitch know to say how high. When I tell Mark McCarthy bend his ass over, he bends the fuck ass over, and let me hear that asshole whistle Dixie. Okay? Child, I ain't hear that Samara, child. Let me look that up. That might be breaking news that I need to add. Oh God. Oh God. I did not hear that. Hold on. Let me see. Dear God. I mean, the woman is in her 80s. I told y'all, some of these people don't need to be here. Yeah, they say she fall. They say, according to Politico, she had minor injuries. Child. Hold on. Let me I'll add her to the dossier today. Hold on. Let me add her to today's dossier. Cause but anyway, as I was saying, so Donald John knows he needs a seated Congress in order. If there's no Congress, then he can't he'll never be able to take the office because he needs Congress to be seated in order to certify the election on Monday. So he's going to give full-throated support to we're going to get to Virginia Fox. Oh yes, we will get to her. He's going to give full-throated support to Mike Johnson because he knows that Mike Johnson. Hold on, y'all. Let me update my let me update this. Hold on for a moment. But he knows he needs Mike Johnson in order to be seated, right? So what does he do? He gives full-throated support to Mike Johnson and dares the Republican Party to decide that they're not going to vote for Mike Johnson. Well, you did have 3 defectors. Now, Representative Massey came out from Jump Street and said, baby, y'all can pull out all my fingernails. I'm still never going to vote for that bastard. Get over it. That's what Representative Massey said from the Jump Street. Baby, I'm not voting for him. Get over yourself. It ain't happening. You had 2 other representatives. Their names escape me right now. I know who they are, but it just escapes me right now. Somebody will put it in the chat. But their names escape me right now. I just can't think right now. But hold on. I had to update. You know, when you get breaking news, sometimes you got to update your you got to update the dossier. The dossier is a living document. Okay. All right, there go the dossier. We back. All right. So, we got to the first vote. Now, here's the political gamesmanship, okay? Political gamesmanship says that they didn't they held the first vote. He didn't have enough. He had 2015 Republicans say yes, 3 said no. All 20 I'm sorry, he had 216 votes from the Republicans. 3 said no. And then you had 215 Democrats that all voted for Hakeem Jeffries. Now somebody's going to say, El Teddy, that only adds up to 435 members of Congress. Yes, I mean 434 members of Congress. You are correct. Remember, Matt Gaetz won his seat. However, when he resigned a couple months ago or a month and a half ago, he said that he would not serve on the 119th Congress. So his seat is open, and his seat has to be filled by representative by governor death sentence. So that's why it's only 434 instead of 435. Now, back to what I was saying. He ends up getting 216 votes, not the 218 that he needed. Instead of them certifying that first vote and gaveling it down, you have political gamesmanship. The thing I love about the Republican Party, when they have power, them hoes know all of the loopholes. They know every parliamentary procedure. They know everything that they need to do to get some shit done. Look at Mitch McConnell. Tell me how many times you ever heard Mitch McConnell, when he was the leader of the goddamn Senate, mention the filibuster. Mitch McConnell didn't give a shit about the filibuster, and the filibuster was in place. Did that ever stop him from doing what he needed to do? Hell no. Anything that bitch wanted to push through the Senate got pushed the fuck through. So instead of them gabbling this down and saying, hey, bam, the first vote did not go through, and them having to go work it out, they held the gavel. And immediately, once we knew what the calculations was, Mike Johnson took those two members outside. Remember, it was Representative Massey and two others. Let me get you those names, because I know it was Representatives Ralph Norman out of South Carolina and Representative Keith Self out of Texas. They voted for other people. Representative Norman voted for Jim Jordan. Representative Self voted for Byron Donalds. Now, Thomas Massey of Kentucky, he voted for Tom Emmer. He already said it was no way in hell he was going to vote for Mike Johnson. It goes, so they hold the gavel. They don't, they don't gavel it down. He takes Representative Self and Representative Norman to the back. They go talk it out, rub one out. He give them some hand jobs. He give them some sloppy toppy, whatever the fuck he had to do back there, get them to go along with it. Once they got their rocks off and they nut out, they came back in. They go to the clerk down on the dais, down at the dais, tell them we're changing our votes. They changed their vote right then and there. Then they announced Representatives Norman and Representative Self have changed their votes. It's announced. Then they say by a vote of, and that gave him the 218 he needed. By a vote of 218, he won. And now they sound the gavel. Now they sound the gavel. So while Representative Norman and Representative Self at first did not vote for Mike McCarthy, he went back there, like I said, he gave them some sloppy toppy, gave them a hand job, promised them whatever he needed to promise them, let him stick their hand in his booty hole, whatever they had to do. They went to the back, they came back in, everybody was happy, everybody got their rocks off, and they came back in, changed their votes. Now, not Kevin McCarthy, Mike Johnson is once again your Speaker of the House, which means that Monday's certifying of the presidential election will go through without a hitch. That'll go through without a hitch. There's nothing in the way now. So that was that. It was very anticlimactic. There was not a lot of fanfare. There wasn't a lot of fussing and fighting. Like I said, he took them to the back for a 5-minute hand job, sloppy toppy, stick your finger in my booty hole, whatever they had to do. They went to the back, talked it out. The three of them came back, all smiles, and they went changed their votes, and it is what it is. Now, what this shows you is this is the implication moving forward. The implications moving forward is, remember, the Republican Party has a smaller margin for error than they had before. Before, I think they had what, and Cams, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe they had 221 in the last Congress. I think they had 220, or 220. I think it was 220. It was either 220 or 221. Right now, they have 219. They need 218 in order to get a vote. Okay. I believe they had either 220 or 221 with the last Congress. Now they only have 219 Republicans. So if two people from that party say hell no, nothing can go through unless you have stupid ass Democrats like we have so many times that go along with these fucktards and their fuck shit. I be real mad with them because let's be clear. When the shoe is on the other foot, they don't give a damn. They don't give an itch. They ain't giving y'all shit. They're not coalescing with you. They're not trying to be bipartisan. They're not trying to be amenable to you. They're not trying to do any of that. But y'all try to play. Right. Cuellar. Henry Cuellar is a fucking problem. I told y'all, we talked about that election they had back in the 2022 election when he ran against Jessica Cisneros over there in Bexar County. And this was the week after the Uvalde shooting. And you had Jim Clyburn and Nancy Pelosi over there campaigning with him while he was openly saying he respects gun laws and everybody needs to have a gun, and he doesn't think nobody better not ever stop people from having a gun, even machine guns. He's a fucking mess. Henry Cuellar. Now Manchin was in the Senate. Cuellar is in the House. He ain't shit. I really want to see what Wesley Bell is going to be about too, since he's the guy who unseated Cory Bush. It's a couple of them centrist Dems over there that get on my fucking nerves, and I can already see when the chips get pushed in the middle of the table, some of them gonna go along with the Republicans because they always have some fucking defectors. Always. Now that's the one thing that Hakeem Jeffries is gonna have to learn from Nancy Pelosi. Y'all know me and Nancy Pelosi ain't always get along. But the one thing I respected about that whore, Nancy Pelosi used to get them hoes to fall in line. She would look at them bitches like, hey, bitch, I don't give a fuck what you feel, how you feel, what's going on. This is how you gonna vote. Deal with it. If you're not voting with us, expect to be primary. She would go in them rooms and talk to them hoes and get them hoes to fall in line. Hakeem got to get the same thing to happen. Because there'd be too many of these fucking defectors. She did do everything to get Cuellar reelected. Nancy Pelosi and Jim Clyburn, y'all know those two right there. I cannot stand either one of them. They get on my last good nerve. Child. She did know how to whip votes. Now, I will give her that. So all of that happened. Very anticlimactic. It wasn't a whole lot of drama. Mike Johnson is your speaker. Now, here's what we need to look for. I don't expect Mike Johnson a year from now to be Speaker of the House. I'm telling you how this is going to go. It's going to be Ringling Brothers over there. I fully expect that before we get to January 3rd, 2026, I fully expect for there to be a new Speaker of the House. Because we saw with the debt ceiling and funding the government, how that went. Everybody was mad. And so now you got a whole you got a Republican Party that's really siloed. You got a bunch of different silos over here within the Republican Party. Everybody want what they want. Nobody wants to come together about anything. This is one thing that they were willing to come together about because they knew they had to do this in order to get Donald John in the seat as president. That there was a sense of urgency about. But once he's in office and everything's out there, Mike Johnson, you have no more cards to play. You have no more cards to play. So I'm telling you right now, before we get to January 3rd, 2026, you will see a new Speaker of the House, because he's not going to be able to. It's too many different factions of the Republican Party. Too many people to please. As much as they say the Democratic Party is a big tent, the Republican Party has now become a big tent. It does look from the outside like, oh, everybody's in the cult of Donald John. However, even within the cult of Donald John, everybody has their own way of thinking that things should get done, or ways they want people to go. Or you have the ultra right wing, way off the deep end, all the way over to the centrist Republicans. And so he's not going to be able to get all of these people to come together. He's just not. And 2 votes is nothing. 2 votes on that side is nothing. So I'd be very surprised. And what we've seen is, as much as Donald John tries to flex, and say, oh, y'all better do this, or Elon tries to flex and y'all better do this, what the House is now seeing, learning from the Senate, is that even if he tries to flex, you can still say, no, we don't want to do that. The Senate Republicans have flexed on Donald John a few times and said, no, we're not going to do that. No, we're not going to have that. So I think that the House members are starting to see, we don't have to just write a blank check and go along with everything. So I really am interested to see how this plays out, but I'd be very surprised if January 3rd, 2026, we're looking at Mike Johnson being still Speaker of the House. We'll see. Yeah, because and the interesting thing is, for all that Donald John wants to do, wait, hold on. Let's go back. Let's back up. Remember, I'm trying to think. When Donald John first took office, did he have both chambers in 2016? I mean, when he went in office 2017, I think he had both chambers. I'm almost sure, because Nancy Pelosi took the speakership again in 2017. I mean, after the 2018 election. And that's when she went in as speaker when the Congress was set in 2019. And then we had the 2020 election. She goes in and she stays. No, and then that's when Hakeem Jeffries. No, she goes in, she stays speaker in the 2020 election. And then just before, after the 2020 election, and just before the 2022 election is when Hakeem went. She stepped down. Hakeem went in. I had to remember. I'm remembering history now. Yes. So, no, I believe in 20. I thought in 20, when Congress was sat in 2017, January 3rd, 2017. I thought there was a Republican House. I could be wrong. I really thought the 2018 election, right. I think the 2018 election is when Nancy Pelosi went back in as speaker. Hey, Bando, what's good? Anyway, regardless, them hoes ain't gonna do shit. I refuse to believe they're gonna be able to get along and do shit. We'll see. Moving on. They put this is the bitch y'all we're talking about getting pushed down the stairs. I think she got her ass pushed down the stairs. I'm hoping she did. Now this is Virginia Fox, Republican. This is Virginia. This is Virginia Fox. Republican member of Congress out of the great state of North Carolina. She's been in office. She won the 2000 and what was that? The 2004 no, 2002. She won her she's been a member of Congress since 2002. Okay? That's 23 years. Well, 22 years ago, she was first installed as a member of Congress. The bitch is older than God. She's like 81 years old. Okay. She's 81 years old. Y'all can see her eyes her eyes have already failed her. Grandma Moses over here. She had an episode today. Now let me give y'all some of her highlights before we talk about her getting pushed down. You should probably know. Excuse me, she was first voted. She assumed office in January 3rd, 2003 in the North Carolina State Senate. And then she was elected to the U.S. House in 2004 and assumed office in 2005. So she's been in office 20 years. Some of her highlights are back in 2005, she was one of 11 Congress members that voted against a $51 billion aid package for victims of Katrina. In 2013, she co-sponsored legislation that would stop children born in the United States to undocumented parents from gaining citizenship. In 2019, she voted against both articles of impeachment against Donald John. In 2021, she became the 5th Republican representative to be fined for evading metal detectors put in place outside the chamber after the January 2021 storming of the Capitol. She ran through the magnetometer, setting it off, and ignored officers attempting to prevent her from entering the House floor. Grandma is a thug out here. Grandma says she about this life. Grandma Moses said, fuck around and find out. She has been known for frequently scolding news reporters and staff for being on or near members-only elevators in Capitol buildings. In October 2023, while among Republicans gathered for a press conference for then House Speaker nominee Mike McCarthy, she was scrutinized for telling a reporter to, quote, go away and shut up when he was asked to speak about his efforts to overturn the 2020 U.S. presidential election. She's a whole mess. She opposes legal access to abortion. She voted for a bill to repeal a rule requiring state and local governments to distribute federal funds to qualified health centers, even if they perform abortions. In 2014, she was asked whether there were any conditions under which she considered abortions acceptable. She replied that even in the case of rape, incest, or the health of the mother, no exception should be made to justify abortion. In the midst of a recession toward the end of George W. Bush's term in 2007. Remember when we was had that whole real estate bank debacle, all of that? We went into a whole recession. She said about at the time, quote, "We have the best economy we have had in 50 years." End of quote. Oh, y'all want to know how she feel about you people descended from the Caucasus? I'm not Caucasus Mountain. You people down to the Rainbow Coalition compound. She said she opposes the Matthew Shepard and James Byrd hate crime prevention act, claiming that Matthew Shepard's death was not a hate crime. When she was debating it on the House floor, she called the murder of Matthew Shepard, quote, "a very unfortunate incident," end of quote, but claimed, quote, "We know that that young man was killed in the commitment of a robbery. It wasn't because he was gay," end of quote. She ultimately called that allegation of it being a hate crime because he was gay, quote, "a hoax that continues to be used as an excuse for passing hate crime bills," end of quote. She voted against repealing Don't Ask, Don't Tell. She's condemned the Supreme Court for the Obergefell decision. I just want to give y'all a little bit of background. She's also voted against the Marijuana Opportunity Reinvestment and Expungement Act. And that was, if y'all remember, that was a sweeping bill that would allow for a federal legislation that would allow for the selling of marijuana, across the United States, as well as make it legal where people would not be getting arrested for marijuana possession and stuff like that. However, she was like, "No, we're not here for that." Well, all of that happened. Okay. The bitch ain't shit. She ain't shit. Oh, you said she needed to step down? How appropriate for you to say that. Well, let's see what happened to her. Let's hear this. North Carolina Representative Virginia Fox fell while walking down the marble staircase outside the House chamber. Her communications team tells news outlets. Fox, quote, "seems to be okay," end of quote. Her communications director, Alex Ives, told Newsweek the Republican representative was walking over to speak to her family in the gallery of the House chambers when the incident occurred. Fox, 81, is the most recent elderly lawmaker to have hurt herself while on the job. Former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, 84, was admitted to the hospital after sustaining a hip injury in Luxembourg. She required surgery and was seen without her signature stilettos with the when the House of Representatives convened today. Just a few days before Pelosi's accident, Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell, 82, fell and sprained his wrist after a Senate Republican lunch on Capitol Hill. Here's what we know, and this is according to her communications director. Quote, "Representative Fox slipped while walking down the marble staircase outside the House chamber after walking up to talk to her family in the gallery. After being helped to her feet and looked over by medical personnel, she proceeded on her own to the attending physician's office to get treated for a few individual cuts," end of quote. They went on to say that everything seems to be okay. Listen, that might be a sign from God, ma'am. It's time for you to go on to glory. Why are you 81 years old sitting your ass in fucking Congress making decisions for people? You need to be sitting somewhere in Shady Pines somewhere. Shady Pines, ma. Shady Pines is waiting for you, ma'am. You are one more slip away from having us, singing, "I'm going up yonder, going up yonder. I'm going up yonder, going up." I mean, bitch, you going up to glory. Where's Yolanda DeBerry? I shall wear a crown. Listen. Look at this woman's eyes. Listen, let me tell y'all something. My grandma was one of the most sophisticated ladies I've ever met. My grandma, if you took a picture of my grandma and her eyes was looking like that, my grandma would tell you, "Hey, bitch, you're not finna put that. Nah, go ahead and burn that picture. Go ahead and delete that one. That one would not see the light of day." And what I mean by this is, if that's the best picture they could take of this woman, what the fuck you think she looked like normally? Like, let me put this full screen. So this is the best that they could do for this woman. I mean, she just looks way too disheveled. Baby, there's a rocking chair in front of the Cracker Barrel waiting for you. Remember, we had another Republican member of Congress out of Texas that they found in a goddamn convalescent home. She hadn't been on the job for 6 weeks or 6 months or something like that, and they couldn't find this bitch. She's over there getting convalescent care because she's in advanced stages of fucking Alzheimer's. This is what the fuck we got going on. So rather than these whores on the Republican Party putting people in place, and I can't even just say the Republican Party because Dianne Feinstein literally died in the fucking seat. Dianne Feinstein died, and Nancy Pelosi damn near on her way on the glory. And even though I love her to death, hell, Maxine Waters is like 836 years old. Man, listen. But this woman right here is a decrepit old battle axe, okay? This is one of them white women that was probably responsible for a lot of black people in North Carolina in jail, getting beaten and maimed. She has the look of one of them lion-ass white women that's looking to see all horrible things happen to us black people. Why are you here, ma'am? You are a charter member of the Daughters of the Confederacy, and you still a sitting member of Congress. Why the fuck are you still here, ma'am? Why are you here bothering us? Look at her. I want y'all to wrap y'all brains around this, okay? This is who y'all have in place making laws for us, and I'm supposed to feel safe. I'm supposed to feel safe with a lady who had to use a fucking rotary phone when she was a child. They were still, hell, they might not even have rotary phones. They might have had one of them old phones that you pick up and it had a little thing that looked like a speaker on it on one end and stuff like that. Like one of them old ass shits. Ma'am. When this woman was in school, they was still using the abacus and shit like that. They was using stone tablets and an abacus and shit. And I'm not trying to be ageist, okay? However, this woman was way back in the day. She's giving me Carolyn Bryant. That's what she's giving me. No. Somebody next time, can somebody just nudge her and bump her on these marble floors? That should tell your ass something. When they built the halls of Congress, they built them with marble floors because they knew y'all old asses shouldn't be in there walking on that shit. Y'all should be sitting y'all ass over at Shady Pines, rocking on the fucking porch of the Cracker Barrel in that goddamn rocking chair. Not trying to walk the halls of Congress, make decisions. Their shits is in marble, so as to make y'all old ass people die and go on to glory. Get the fuck away from us, ma'am. I'm just saying, the next time she walking down a flight of stairs, can one of y'all go on over there and do us a favor, please? Take Grandma Moses out of her misery. Mel, go your ass home somewhere. Go sit the fuck down. Like, why are you here? And she's out here voting for everybody to have a hard life. You voting for all of the wrong shit. You voting against everybody and their mama. I hope a bitch push you down. I don't even want you to die instantly. I want you writhing in pain for days and weeks. I want you over there, bloodshot eyes and all that stuff. I want them to tell us to send condolences. And I'm going to say, ma'am, go with God. That's what we want you to do, ma'am. Go to fuck with God, because we read some of your history and you, ma'am, want nothing but the worst for everyone who's not. You're voting against your own best interest, ma'am. You really want us to go back to the days of the daughters of the Confederacy. Fuck you and fuck your life, ma'am. We just mad that it didn't take. Damn stare. Let me talk to these marble stairs. Stairs. You got one job, stairs. You had one job to take her out. Somebody look up the where's Ronald or Cymera, one of my political people. Look up in North Carolina. If she gets sent on the glory, does the governor get to appoint someone new, appoint someone to that seat? Or do they have an immediate special election? I just want to know, because if this is one of them states where the governor gets to elect or appoint someone to that seat until 2026, can somebody push up for real next time, please? We ain't got no Crisco, canola oil, peanut oil, or something that we can slide on the ground. You know, some Vaseline. Some Vicks Vapor Rub. You know, them old people love putting Vicks Vapor Rub on every fucking thing. Can y'all line the bottom of her feet with Vicks Vapor Rub, or line the marble, stairs with some Vicks Vapor Rub when that bitch get in the area? Please, please. Child. I mean, because we needed to take. Dear Lord. God. We got to move on. Man, I ain't got this type of time. Like I said, there's some knitting needles waiting for you down to the house, along with the rocking chair and all of that shit. You need to be somewhere knitting or something like that. Don't you got a bingo game to go play? Damn. Oh, they have an immediate special election. Thank you, Cymera. I mean, she just looks like she's not all there. Look at this woman's face. Does she really look like she's all there? Like, she already looks like she's in advanced stages of Alzheimer's. Okay, she already looks like, baby, dementia already took over. This is the best picture that they could take of her. This is the picture that you take for your official picture for Congress. And baby, your eye look like it's trying to steal away into your cranium. That eye over there on the left is trying to steal away into your skull. Baby, that eye is running. I'm running for my life. I'm running for my life. I'm running for my life. If anybody asks you what's the matter with me, tell them I'm safe. I mean, that eye is running for his life, honey. That eye is running, honey. Listen. That eye say, Lord, I'm running, trying to make 100 because 99. That eye is running, honey. Running. It wasn't running like Whitney said, I want to run to you. Ooh. No, it wasn't doing that. Anyway, man, we don't have this type of time. We'll have this type of time. Ma'am, go sit your ass the fuck down somewhere. Leave us alone. Get the fuck out of Congress. Go sit down somewhere, ma'am. And those people that are sitting in Congress, when you see her coming, just grab some Vaseline, some Vicks Vapor Rub, something as Crisco oil, baby oil. There's a lot of baby oil floating around the FBI building. Thousands of bottles that they got from Diddy's house. We got extra baby oil. Go get some. Going over there to the J. Edgar Hoover building. Pick up a couple of those bottles of baby oil that they got from Diddy. Slather it on that goddamn marble staircase. When you see her coming, and then keep it moving. And while you're at it, going on down there to Austin, Texas, and do the same thing with that wheelchair ramp that they got over there with Governor Hot Wheels over there down to the Austin, Texas. Y'all know we can't stand his ass either. Lord, we got to move on, man. We don't have this type of time. We do not have this type of time. Man, we gotta move on. Come with God. Speaking of more people who need to be pushed down a flight of stairs, we have over 70 people here. If you've not already done so, please consider subscribing to the channel and press the like button. We have a lot of fun over here, and we'd love to have you be a part of the good times that we have. It was a couple people that got memberships gifted to them, and some of y'all may or may not have let me know on Instagram to add y'all to the members only chat. I really need y'all to send me a DM and make sure so you can be added to the members only chat so you can join the party down to the members only chat. Anyway, so the Republican Party is I don't know why y'all got so mad because Hillary Clinton called y'all for what y'all are, the fucking basket of deplorables. Now, the young man you see right there is House Majority Leader Steve Scalise, number 2 guy in the Republican Party of the House of Representatives, right? Steve Scalise. If you recall, that's the same Steve Scalise a few years ago, when they had the congressional softball game and it got shot up and he ended up getting shot and from his hospital bed bleeding out after being shot. He kept saying, I still believe that everybody needs to have guns now, guns forever. He might as well have been like what's the guy named who said give me freedom or give me death? Was that Jennings or Bryant? I can't remember. God, so many brain cells killed. But anyway, give me guns or give me death. And he almost got death from his goddamn hospital bed. Hey, Auntie Kim. From his goddamn hospital bed after he had done got shot up. I think that was Jennings. I don't know. Anyway, so Steve Scalise is on record after the horrific massacre in New Orleans on New Year's Day. Okay? This fucker is now saying that this is because of DEI. Here's what he said in an interview on a talk radio show in New Orleans at that. Here's what he said, quote, some of these agencies have gotten so wrapped up in the DEI movement, call it wokeness, call it whatever you want, where their main focus is on diversity and inclusion as opposed to security. And they're two very different things. We've got to get back to the core core mission. And this has happened in the DOD as well. We have pointed that out in DOD. We pointed it out in Homeland. We pointed it out in the FBI. If nothing else, let's get back to these agencies. back to these agencies focused on keeping America safe. Period. End of quote. So basically, what he's saying is he's saying that this happened because of DEI. Now, Steve Scalise is he represents a district in Louisiana. Let's be clear. He represents Louisiana, okay? And his answer is DEI. Now, he was asked if he was asked by the host if he had any proof that DEI or diversity, equity, and inclusion contributed to missing the guy, or if he was just speculating that. And here's what he said, quote, I mean, each agency has a mission. And when you move away from your main mission, Homeland Security, I'll start there. Their mission is to keep Americans safe in our homeland, and they have started to move away from that. And we have pointed that out for years now. At some point, if you're moving away from that mission, then you're missing out on what you're supposed to be doing. And that's when things get missed. It seems that the further away we get from September 11th, the closer we are to September 10th. It's the attitude of it can't happen again. It just did. I think they let their guard down and are focused on things other than keeping our homeland safe. When they lose focus, lives are lost. End of quote. What the fuck are you talking about? Sir, you don't blame DEI. Now we done put September 11th in this shit. You bitches are trying to do everything the fuck you can to stop stating the obvious. You had your stupid ass president-elect saying, oh, this is because of the open borders. No, bitch. These are American homegrown people. We keep trying to tell you stupid ass people that. Look, Timothy McVeigh, he was not, he wasn't from another country. He was born here. I mean, all of these people. Look at the January 6 people. These are people from here. Look at the Dylan Roofs of the world. These are people from here. But they're doing everything they can to deflect and just throw you off and throw out all of the dog whistles. September 11th, DEI, CRT don't want no parts of that, because I see you added wokeness to that, right? Y'all had to get all of the dog whistles. Yeah, it's the wokeness. It's the DEI. Oh, September 11th. Oh, wait, what? Where do y'all find these people? Like this, and as idiotic as this shit looks and sounds, what's so much worse, is the fact that their base eats this shit up. Like, the people on their side, they love this shit. When they start spewing out all of these dog whistles and they start, saying all of the talking points and all of the terms that are going to, gaslight these people, they start cheering and believing it, and they're here for all of it. And the rest of us sane people are sitting here like this shit can't be real. Like, this cannot be serious. Okay, y'all can't be serious. Let me tell you how much further this book. Oh, because we're not done with the New Orleans. I want y'all to put a pin in a lot of the focus on New Orleans. Let's put a pin in that, right? So you got him calling the saying that this is because of DEI. You calling out Homeland Security and all of this. Homeland Security ain't even got nothing to do with this. Department of Homeland Security would not be having anything to do with the fact that Bourbon Street was open or a soft target or whatnot. That has nothing to do with the Department of Homeland Security or any federal agency. What are you talking about? Where y'all find these people? That's my point, Uncle Jay. How do you make this shit make sense? But the people over there that they're talking to, who they know are ill-informed and unintelligent, just buy it wholesale, eat it up. They be cheering. They're like, yeah, it's the DEI. What the fuck? Donald Trump is out there screaming that this is happening because of open borders. Meanwhile, you have every agency saying, no, this guy is a U.S. citizen, born here, raised here, and a member of the military. I'm just saying. It's a mess, Kim H. It's a mess. A whole ass mess. But we're not done. Oh no, because they want to take your eyes off of what's really going on. So here we are. Now we're playing. Now this is where we need to get upset. Now we got this fuck shit going on. So what's happening here? Let me explain what the fuck is going on now, okay? So you have Republicans now. That woman that you see there, her name is Agent Althea Duncan. She is the agent in charge of, she's the FBI assistant special agent in charge in the New Orleans investigations, because they want to throw you off and they want you all to be distracted about everything. That's the MO. Donald John gave them the blueprint his whole election cycle. And so what they do is they throw out all of the talking points, everything to get your mind distracted and to get you off of what's going on, so that you worried about everything about except for what's really going on. So now they're trying to infuriate us as black people now. Let me read this to you, because this is going to piss you off even more. Acting Governor Dan Patrick, that's out of Texas, is calling for the termination. That's right, you heard me. Termination of the FBI assistant special agent in charge in New Orleans, describing her actions as, quote, shocking, idiotic, and alarming, end of quote, after initially not referring to Wednesday morning's massacre on Bourbon Street as a terrorist attack. Quote, the fact that Duncan said with assurance that this was not a terrorist attack should be reason for the agent's termination, end of quote. He said in a post on X. Quote, there are many great agents in the FBI, but it's clear leadership is lacking at the highest level of the FBI and major reform is needed, end of quote. The acting governor added that he spoke to President-elect Trump on Wednesday about the attack and told him, quote, he can't get to the Oval Office soon enough, end of quote. Lieutenant Governor Patrick was responding to a Wednesday morning press conference in which the FBI special agent insisted the moment when a man intentionally drove his pickup truck into a crowd of revelers on Bourbon Street in New Orleans' French Quarter, killing at least 15 people and injuring dozens of others, was not being investigated as a terror attack. Her comments came moments after New Orleans Mayor LaToya Cantrell said that the New Year's Day mass casualty event was a, quote, terrorist attack, end of quote. At a press conference later on Wednesday, FBI Special Agent Althea Duncan said investigators do not believe the suspect, Shamsuddin Jabbar acted alone. Quote, we do not believe that Jabbar was solely responsible. We are aggressively running down every lead, including those of his known associates, end of quote. She said in the news conference, she asked for the public's help in providing information about Shamsuddin Jabbar. Lieutenant Governor Patrick commented on X that he feels the evidence speaks for itself. Quote, our great Texas law enforcement already had enough information for me to determine that this was a deadly terrorist attack. An ISIS flag on the truck sends a pretty clear message, end of quote. President Joe Biden, in an address at Camp David, said the FBI told him that the driver had posted videos on social media mere hours before the attack, quote, indicating that he was inspired, end of quote, by international terrorist group Islamic State. Now, here's the deal. You ranting and raving about this black woman. All this black, hold on, I'll get to that in a second. All this black woman did was inform you of what the FBI was currently doing. This wasn't her saying, I made the decision not to call this a terrorist attack. These decisions come from people above her and are sent down. And when she stands her ass in front of that goddamn podium and in front of the microphones and telling you that this is not being investigated as a terrorist attack, those are decisions that come above her. But because you got this black woman here, now y'all want to lose y'all minds. I should also point out that there are other sitting members of Congress that have asked for her to be terminated, not because she didn't call this a terrorist attack, but because she had, quote, an earring in her nose, end of quote. They want her to be fired for her nose ring because they said that's out of protocol for an FBI agent. And the fact that she would get on television with a nose ring is cause for her to be fired, because this is the attack that we have on us, on this black woman. That's what we got going on. Instead of your venom and vitriol being for, now if you want to have this venom and vitriol for Mr. Jabbar, have at it. Go at it. Even if you tell me it's a shame that this is not being called a terrorist attack, I'm not even mad about that. But for you to say that this woman needs to be fired when you know these decisions come above this woman, and then for y'all to go as further as to say, oh, she need to be terminated because she got a nose ring in her nose. Shall I remind you, it's these same Republican fucktards that said that fucking January 6th wasn't a terrorist attack. They refused to call that a fucking insurrection. They refused to call that an act of terror. They refused to call that shit an act of terror. But I'm just saying, I need y'all to balance this out. You had people attempting to kill members of Congress, people who overthrew the Capitol building, people who smeared their fecal matter all over the fucking walls of goddamn of the Capitol building. People who have built a guillotine on the Capitol lawn with which to cut the heads off of Mike Pence, Nancy Pelosi, and other members of fucking Congress. That's not an insurrection. That's not an act of terror. These are patriots, according to you all, right? So you don't call those people fucking terrorists. That's not a terrorist attack, but this is. I should remind you that the majority of the people in January 6th were descended from the Caucasus Mountains. Mr. Jabbar seems to have a little too much melanin for y'all. Let's call it what it is. Now, I'm not saying that what Mr. Jabbar did is not a terrorist attack, because I do feel like it is a terrorist attack. Let's be clear. However, I need these things to be equal here. Now, they want this woman because they hate, listen, It ain't got shit to do about her nose ring. It ain't even got shit to do with the fact that she did or did not call this a terrorist attack. It has everything to do with the fact that there's a black woman in fucking charge, and white ass America, especially these white ass men, don't want no fucking parts of no black woman being in charge of any goddamn thing. Shall we remember November 5th, 2024? And this is a black woman. Plenty of melanin. Plenty of it. Unapologetic. And they want no parts of not a black woman being in charge of shit. Miss Duncan, we are here for you. Althea. Wait, no, I said that woman's name wrong. I probably said. I think it's I think I was right. Hold on. Alethea, excuse me. Not Althea, Alethea. Alethea, girl, we got your back. We are here for you, Alethea. They see, this is what I mean. This is why we can afford to sit on the sidelines and say we sitting shit out. Because when that happens, these people go on the attack and they attack our people. And y'all attacking our girl Alethea, who's over here just reporting on where we are on this case. Y'all can't be attacking this woman. The woman came to give you the fucking information and tell you, hey, we are not right now looking at this as a terrorist attack. That may change. But y'all asking for this woman to be fired because she reported on what's going on with decisions that come above her. Then now you saying, oh, she got a nose ring, so she'll need to have that job no more. This is the fuck shit we got going on, y'all. This is the fuck. Y'all see the setup, right? Y'all see all of the attention on New Orleans. Now, I'll admit, maybe there's more attention on New Orleans because there were more lives that were lost and more injuries. You might be right. But it does seem to... am I the only one that feels like... Am I the only one who feels like they're going to give more attention to New Orleans than they're ever going to give to what the fuck happened in Las Vegas? I'm just saying. And I think it's because there's a melanation all over the place, and they don't like when there's melanation all over the place. Maybe I'm just too woke, as they call us. Maybe I'm too woke. Maybe I'm too black. Maybe I'm looking at this thing wrong. Maybe I'm playing the race card. That's just how I feel. Alethea, girl, we got you. The black delegation, we are here for you. Because they can't stand the fact that this black woman gets to stand up at this microphone and tell you bitches what's going on. Why the fuck this ain't got shit to do with you, Lieutenant Governor Patrick out of Texas. New Orleans got this. The FBI got this, sir. I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying, Morgan. That's exactly what I'm saying. These bitches be mad about every fucking thing. They want every goddamn thing. That woman ain't do shit but go out here and do her goddamn job. Fuck you and fuck your life. Let me move on. Listen, I'm spiking out. Let me move on. Oh, but we're not done talking about New Orleans. Because in more, white people ain't shit. Okay? Now, there's an update to this story. The original story that I have for this was that Amazon denied one of the victims from the New Orleans attack. They denied a victim's request for leave of absence after the attack. A woman who was seriously injured in the New Year's Eve truck attack in New Orleans says that the Amazon warehouse where she works had denied her request for a leave of absence. In an interview with a news outlet in New Orleans, 23-year-old Alexis Scott Wyndham of Mobile, Alabama, says that her recent request for a leave of absence was denied, despite the fact that she still has a bullet lodged in her foot and is suffering from what the newspaper described as, quote, multiple fractures, end of quote, as a result of the incident, which took the lives of 14 people and several more injured. She is the mother of a 1-year-old girl, and she tells news outlets that she fears she'll have to find a new job now because her injuries have left her in no condition to work. Now, update. People started dog walking Amazon earlier all day today. People been dog walking Amazon like, I know the fuck you lying. This woman that got injured in the goddamn New Year's Eve truck attack, right? Still got a bullet lodged in her body. Got multiple injuries and fractures. Requested a leave of absence. You bitches said, hell nah, bitch, bring your ass to work. Fuck all that shit. That shit was a couple days ago. You done had a couple days to heal. Bring your ass to work. That's what Amazon said. Now, after they got dog walked all over social media, an update came out this afternoon in which they backpedaled and pussy popped off of that and put out a statement saying that the woman has now been granted time off with pay. Really? Really? You know, y'all ain't shit over there at Amazon. I don't even know how people go over there to work. Let me just tell you. I don't even see how people go over there. I mean, at this point, Amazon, just shut the shit down and make it all automated with the little AI machines that can fill the orders and put the shit in there. Because the way y'all do people, these are not fucking sweatshops that y'all got going on over here. They operate that shit like a fucking sweatshop. I don't know how people do it. I'm just saying. Exactly, Spicy Original. The fact that y'all had to get dog walked on social media for this woman to get time off after she's fucking injured. Are you fucking kidding me? Now imagine if she wouldn't have made us think about it, and imagine if she wouldn't have ever said nothing to news outlets, and it wouldn't have been all over social media. They would have fired her. Just a mess. And you have some of these states where you have Republican governors like Governor Quasimodo over there, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, that side with the businesses. Republican politicians always side with the businesses. They don't give a damn about workers. They don't want no parts of no unions. They don't give a damn about workers' rights. All they want is for these businesses and these capitalists, conglomerates, to make more and more money hand over fist. Damn the people that is out here in the trenches working these jobs, because they don't give a damn. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So if y'all out here working for Amazon, please understand they don't give a damn about you. I'm saying all of that and had a whole Amazon wish list. I'm sorry, y'all, Amazon workers. I'm sorry. Finally, we get to Las Vegas. Now I told y'all they don't want y'all to hear no parts of what's going on in Las Vegas because Mr. Jabbar's name sounds very Semitic, sounds very Middle Eastern. He has quite a bit of melanin. So they can overlook the fact that they try to forget the fact that this is a whole ass US citizen, a whole ass military veteran. But they can conflate it to, oh, he converted to Islam and ISIS and he's an ISIS worker. What about the fact that you got this white ass man descended from the Caucasus Mountains down here, decorated US Army Green Beret, who was twice deployed to Afghanistan? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. White ass man. He down here to the Trump Tower blowing up Teslas. Now he dead. But his name is Matthew Livelsberger. He's from Colorado Springs, Colorado. 37 years old. Highly decorated U.S. Army Green Beret. Mm-hmm. And they said that he was an avid Trump supporter and stated that he voted for President Trump. Y'all don't want to talk about that, right? That's hush hush. Y'all trying to do everything y'all can to link Mr. Jabbar to this white boy, right? Y'all notice that? Y'all do notice that, right? They trying to do everything to link Mr. Jabbar to this white boy down to to this explosion down to the Trump Tower. Y'all want to ignore this white boy, decorated green beret, decorated army veteran, right? Y'all don't want to talk about that. Y'all notice a lot of these people that commit these things are often military people. I tell y'all that the things they do in the military that change some of these people's mind. Now, it's not everybody that come out of it's not every military vet, but there's a lot of people that come up out of the military that you find out that they be done fuck these people up. Like literally fucked up people's heads. But y'all don't want to talk about white boy, right? White boy, we keep it on the hush hush. We done found out everything we needed to find out about Mr. Jabbar. Y'all talked about his divorces. Y'all talked about him being a real estate agent. Y'all got videos. Y'all got all the stuff in the world. Y'all got videos from the time he left his house all the way to the time that y'all got everything in the world. Now we all hush hush. We don't talk about the Las Vegas one. We're not going to talk about that one. He's a white boy. I'm just saying. Now, they said his military ID was found inside the vehicle. I'm just saying. They keep saying, "Oh, we're waiting for we're for DNA tests to confirm." If his ass was black, y'all would have had DNA tests the first day. The same day, if y'all knew this was a black man, y'all would have DNA testing that same day and would have been able to say, yeah, he black. But this white boy, we days later, oh, we're still waiting for DNA tests to confirm. We don't want to say it was this military, this highly decorated Green Beret. This white boy from Colorado Springs, Colorado. No, we're not willing to say that off rip. Conveniently, right? We're waiting for the DNA test to confirm. I'm just telling y'all what I see here. I have to call it as I sees it. Y'all see what's going on here, right? Y'all see the pattern here, right? Y'all see what's going on, right? I don't have to tell y'all what's going on here, do I? Y'all sees it, right? He was active duty from 2006 until 2011. Now, he was he then went to the National Guard and Army Reserves, and he rejoined the Army in 2012 as a special operations soldier. He was in special ops. Child, y'all don't want to talk about this, right? It's hush hush. Mess. 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 We're moving on. In our last story of the day, y'all know we're supposed to have Silly Saturday tomorrow. Dear God. We're supposed to have Silly Saturday tomorrow, and I got that means I got to do 6 hours worth of production. Oh, God, I'm not looking forward to producing Silly Saturday. It takes so long. Girl, y'all don't be understanding. In our last story of the day, while I was gone, our boy, a good member of Kappa Alpha Psi, I should tell you, Representative Benny Thompson, out of the great state of Mississippi, he received one of the highest civilian honors Thursday, yesterday, when President Joe Biden awarded him the Presidential Citizens Medal. And he presented Representative Thompson with the prestigious presidential award during a White House ceremony held in the East Room. He's been in Congress for more than 30 years. And Representative Thompson received this after serving as chairman of the January 6th House Select Committee and the House Committee on Homeland Security. And he was the first Black person to hold that position. Of course, I expect nothing but things like this from Representative Thompson, who I told y'all is a member of the greatest fraternity in the world. Is shout out to a good noob. Shout out to Representative Thompson on receiving such an honor. I ain't got nothing to do with Liz Cheney, baby. Y'all, they be trying to make her into some martyr and try to make like she's. I have nothing for Liz Cheney. She was over there voting with President Trump his whole time in office. I don't have it to do, ma'am. I do not have it to do. Nope. Don't. I want to know why she got one too. That's why I say I don't have it to do. I don't have a goddamn thing for Liz Cheney. Baby, I don't care. I don't care about Liz Cheney. She was over there aligned with Trump and all of his sycophants that whole time. And magically, she knew she found herself after January 6th. Ma'am, stay over there with the basket of deplorables. Just stay your ass over there. You do realize we know who your daddy was, Dick Cheney, and that bitch ain't shit. Man, I don't have it to do with Liz Cheney. Y'all over there. That's why I get so mad with Democrats, because they do stupid ass shit and be around here trying to play nice with people who don't play nicely. Liz Cheney is not the hill you want to die on. Let her ass stay over there. Her, Adam Kinzinger, all of these Republicans that was over there voting with Trump and these people, his whole tenure, his whole first tenure, and then saw the light. Baby, stay over there. You wanted them, you got them. We don't have no more room over here. There's no more room at the end. Matter of fact, we got a couple more people to give y'all. You could have Henry Cuellar. You could have Joe Manchin. You could have Kirsten Sinema. We got a couple people that we could sit over to y'all. I'm just saying. Jesus. Anyway, but shout out to Benny Thompson. That's all we got today, y'all. Listen. We're supposed to be live tomorrow with Silly Saturday, dear God. Y'all don't know how much I'm not looking forward to this. Now, I'm going to have fun when we get on here tomorrow. But listen, Silly Saturday takes a lot. Okay? A lot. I'm going to go live tomorrow regardless, whether it's going to be Silly Saturday. But even if something happens and it's not, I'll be live tomorrow. It should be I should say we should be having a Silly Saturday tomorrow. That is what I have planned for us to do Silly Saturday. Cha. Yeah. No, I'm not taking tomorrow. Regardless as to what happens, I'm not taking tomorrow off. I may not do a Silly Saturday, but I'm not taking tomorrow off. My plan is to do a Silly Saturday. What may happen is either I'm gonna do Silly Saturday later, because I may not do it tonight. I might start in the morning. I might, start doing production in the morning. That could take about, if I wake up at 8, it might be not come to like 2 o'clock, because it does take about 6 hours to produce Silly Saturday. It really does. So I'm not taking tomorrow off. Even if I don't do Silly Saturday tomorrow, something's going to go on tomorrow. There will be a live tomorrow of some sort. So really, B and I also are going to be doing a live on Monday to talk about, on Teacher Project 2.0, to talk about AI replacing teachers. There's already schools currently voting. They have currently not voting, but voted past tense to replace teachers with AI. We'll talk about that on Teacher Project 2.0. So, yeah, we won't be taking tomorrow off. We'll just either do Silly Saturday or it'll be another type of live, okay? Anyway, that's all I got for y'all. I don't have fun with y'all today. The first Run Your Mouth of the year. Did y'all enjoy it? Did you really enjoy it? I did. I enjoyed going in on Virginia Fox. That bitch ain't shit. Listen, we gonna have more of this. We gonna have some more of this. We about to get out of here, y'all. Until tomorrow. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. They are much obliged. They're much appreciated. We're doing big things here in 2025. Look out for a lot of stuff this year. And we're going to have more fun like we always do. Look for us to grow and, we'll have new people. And we'll love on them when they come around, just like we love on y'all. All right. So that's all I got for y'all. Until tomorrow, thank y'all for coming. I'm going to go get me some crabs. Yes, going to go get me some crabs. Until tomorrow, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. Love y'all.